This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, Hamashiach Yahushua, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11. And a great earthquake shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Wakar. Double honors to the elders for preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Hakim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And I say shalom to you Hakim out there. And this is a recent news article, two articles that I'm about to bring out. And this is a first one from RT.com, World News, alternative world news around the world, as of January 27, 2023. And it reads, urgent health warning issues in Australia. And that comes after Australia not too long ago got hit with those floodings. And I believe New Zealand got hit with heavy floodings as well too. But that's a sad note. But I'm gonna read this. It says urgent health warning issue in Australia. A radioactive material capable of causing acute sickness has been lost in the west of the country. And then you have another news article, I believe, out in North Korea, in that region over there. I believe it was some type of outbreak. They had to lock down some parts of North Korea, in that region over there. I seen that before yesterday. I believe it was like a 5 or 6 day lockdown or something like that. So that shows you that the examples that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh thy power, is sending these plagues upon the earth, and that's what we are seeing. And this is read it again. It says an urgent health warning issue in Australia. A radioactive material capable of causing acute sickness has been lost in the west of the country. And it says authorities in Western Australia issue a emergency health alert on Friday, warning about a capsule emitting a reasonable amount of radiation that has been lost in the area. The WA Chief Health Officer Andy Robinson urged people to stay away from the object if they find it. A source, it emits both beta rays and gamma rays, said if you have contact or have it close to you, you could either end with skin damage, including skin burns, over a period of time, Robinson said, adding that one of the long-term risks if exposure to source this is a cancer. The capsule is questioned that a teeny object 6 millimeters long and 8 millimeters high or small, that Australians 10-cent coin. It is believed to have fallen from a truck traveling on a 1,400 kilometers long the highway between a mile near the city of Newman and a depot in southwestern city of Perth. The capsule, which reportedly lost on January 10th, immense amount of radiation equivalent to 10 X-rays is an hour within a distance of 1 meter. This is roughly the amount of natural radiation a person is exposed to over the cost of a year, and authorities are urging all motorists who travel along the highway after January 10th to check their tires in case the capsule is large as a tree. Australia's Department of Fire and Emergency Service, the DFES, says that the item cannot be weaponized but recommend people to stay at least 5 meters away from anything that resembles the capsule and to immediately contact them. The capsule remains unfound, the DFES Country North Chief Superintendent David Gill said on Friday, adding that searching for such tiny object in an area spanning over 1,400 kilometers does pose challenges. Yeah, so that's a sign of a plague from the Heavenly Father. That's why I brought out Second Ezra 15:5. The Heavenly Father is sending plagues upon the world, and that's what we're seeing. And this is another. Uh, this is the second news article. This has been going on quite some while now, and this was in the country of Malawi, and it says this was published by Algra Goodwin and Nemi Princewell of CNN. Updated 9:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, January 26, 2023. And it reads, more than 1,000 dead in Malawi's worst cholera outbreak. It says Malawi was reported more than 1,000 deaths from a cholera outbreak that started in March 2022 of last year. It says the country's health ministry said in a statement Wednesday, cases reported since the outbreak have risen to 31,241, according to a statement, while the death toll stands at 1,023. And it says the health minister, Kumbis Chimponda, if I pronounce the name right, said in a press conference on Thursday that the cholera deaths had multiplied within the last month. As of December 26, total deaths from the bacterial disease stood at 486, of Malawi government data shows. According to the Chimponda, around 66% of the casualties were men, but children also have died from the disease. She stated, we have lost children as well, about 11 school children. Chipanda said, adding that the Malawi was witnessing the worst cholera outbreak in 2 decades. It says the last time when we had the worst case was in 2002. The minister says the current fatality rate surpassed the country's large cholera outbreak, which kills more than 900 people between 2001 and 2002. Malawi's health minister says 1,126 people suffer from the cholera, which currently admitted in treatment units, adding that all the country's 29 health districts has been affected by the disease since the outbreak began. The minister also warned people to be careful when handling the bodies of cholera victims and preparing them for funerals. Some cultural rituals related to the deaths call victims to help the perpetuated the disease. For an example, people who are dying or who have died from the cholera may be washed by family members who then participate funeral feasts, outbreaks. Cholera commonly follow these feasts. Its statement says, Salaki, the disease have been declining for years, but 2022 of last year witnessed what the United Nations called a worry upsurge in cholera outbreaks around the globe. It says people who live in the areas with shortages of safe drinking water, inadequate substantiation, are vulnerable to the disease, which can result from consuming bacteria, contaminated food or water. So yeah, the Heavenly Father is definitely bringing those plagues upon the world as is stated in the scriptures.
think it's really possible to think about those, general long term
This is
questions,
Second
especially
Ezra chapter 15, verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And that's what the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is doing. And this is a book, the Salaki. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11. And all these things are going to increase on the planet Earth with these pestilence and plagues. With the pestilence and the weather conditions, the pestilence with uh, the health diseases that's increasingly throughout the world, and that's what we're going to continue to see, and it's going to increase more and more and more. This is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in divers places, and famines and pestilence and fearful sights, and great signs shall that be from heaven. Right, because we're going to see the increase of famines. Not only not only we've been usually seeing famines in third world countries, but we're going to see famines in well-known countries that's financially stable, in these countries. And those famines go hit these countries as well too. And we starting to see signs of that as well too. So you're gonna see that increase of pestilence, increase of plagues, increase of famines as well too, as the scriptures have stated. So with that, hopefully this sit down lesson was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders for preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom.